Hello everyone, this is Keith Jackson and welcome to Jack's Math Notebook. In this video, we're going to find the slope of a line only from 2 points, keeping in mind that y is equal to mx plus b, and the slope of the line is represented by y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And in this case, we have an unknown value right here. The unknown value is y right here, and we're going to figure out, well, what number is hiding behind y? And so here for big example one, we have our points at 1 comma y and 4 comma 4. And then what we're going to do, we're going to use the process of elimination. We're going to use cross multiplication to find what y is. And here's how we're going to do it. We already know that the slope is 2/3, but our question is, well, what number is hiding behind y? And so what we're going to do, we're just going to do this right here. We're going to name our first point x sub 1 comma y sub 1 and x sub 2 comma y sub 2. And we're going to plug these points right here. We're going to plug these points right into our slope equation to find out, well, what is y? And so here's how we're going to do it. So now we have y sub 2, which is 4 minus y, and we're going to put that up top. And then we have 4 minus 1, and we're going to put that at the bottom to represent our x values, because again, we're going the change in y over the change in x, and that's why we lined it up this way. And so now here's what we have. We have 4 minus y over 3 is equal to our slope of 2/3. And what we're going to do, we're going to cross multiply to find out, well, what is y? And here's how we're going to do it. To find y, we're just going to say, okay, the quantity of 4 minus y times 3. And then we're going to go over here, cross multiply 3 times the 2. We know that 3 times 2 will give us 6. And right here, now we have 3 times the quantity of 4 minus y. We're going to distribute that 3 inside the parentheses. And when we do that, we have 6 is equal to 12 because 3 times 4 is 12 minus 3y right here because 3 times a negative y will give us a negative 3y. And in order to find what y is, we're going to subtract 12 from both sides so we can isolate that y variable. And now when we do that, we're going to end up getting a negative 6 is equal to a negative 3y. And all we have to do to isolate y, to find out what number is hiding behind y, we're just going to divide both sides by negative 3. And when we do that, these 3's cancel out over here, leaving just y, and a negative 6 divided by a negative 3 will give us a positive 2. So now we know for sure that y is equal to 2. I want to make sure I say that because I hope I didn't say negative, right? So a negative 6 divided by a negative 3 will give us a positive 2. Just want to make sure I said the right thing. And so now our 2 points right here that we can connect that will make our slope of 2/3 is 1 comma 2 and 4 comma 4. All right, let's go to big example 2, in which we have, in this case, we have x comma 2 and 3 comma negative 1. And we want to find what number is hiding behind x. And so we're just going to line it up just like this. We have our x sub 1 and our y sub 1. We have our x sub 2 and our y sub 2. And we're just going to plug everything into this equation that you see over here at the bottom left. And so we have a negative 1 minus 2, as you see up here. And then we're going to go 3 minus x that you see at the bottom. And so when we go ahead and figure this out, so a negative 1 plus a negative 2 will give us a negative 3. And we're just going to slide the 3 minus x over, and we're going to make that equal to our slope, which is 1/2. And in order to find out what number is hiding behind x, we're going to cross multiply because we're going to set both these fractions equal to one another. And so when we do that, so we have a negative 3 times 2 right here, negative 3 times 2. Well, that would give us a negative 6. And the quantity of 3 minus x times 1. And the good news, because it's times 1, it would just give us 3 minus x right here. So 1 times the quantity of 3 minus x here, it would just be equal to 3 minus x. And now we're going to do our algebra to isolate x, and we're going to do that by subtracting 3 from both sides. And so when we do that, these 3's cancel out here, and a negative 6 plus a negative 3 will give us a negative 9. And so now in this case, we have a negative 9 is equal to a negative x. And all we have to do to make x positive, we're going to divide both sides of the equation by a negative 1. And now we have 9 is equal to x, or x is equal to 9. And so now our 2 points are 9 comma 2 and 3 comma negative 1. And when you make a line from this point to this point, you're going to contribute to the slope of 1/2. Okay, you have been given quite a bit of information. I wouldn't blame you if you need to pause the video to take a look at everything, or replay this video as many times you need to gain a deeper understanding of finding the slope of a line from 2 points. With that in mind, please comment, share, like, and subscribe to Jack's Math Notebook for more content. Thank you and goodbye.